here with items of interest, poems and propaganda. Items of interest and poems and propaganda. Don't tell your mother and don't tell your father why you ran away to stay and say items of interest, poems and propaganda. Stay a little while and get fucked up and learn about some crazy shit. I'm not your father, but I'm ill to will the way of just letting loose for a goddamn change. Welcome to the show, items of interest, poems and propaganda. Now let's freak out. Yeah. Everybody's safe. No children were harmed. No one. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. I get blasted through the wall. That'd be a great moment in history.
All in all, that was a great song. It was a great introduction.
It wasn't. I just forgot the beers. If you just talk to the people while I go get my setup set up.
We are ready, folks.
We've just been hanging out.
We're ready, but I feel like we're forgetting things. Maybe it's the beers. I don't know. I really don't know. I don't drink it all. Folks, that's something a lot of you don't know. I don't drink it all during this whole episode. All the episodes, I don't drink.
He's sober.
Yep, completely sober. He's just the one who gets a little funny.
Funny daddy, you know. Daddy's got to make the money.
But that's fine. That's his thing.
Daddy's got to make the money, man. You got to make it holler.
That's his thing. All right.
Anyway, how we doing? How we doing tonight, man? Tell them about it. You want to tell them about it?
Tell them about it.
Man, I'm so far ahead of myself.
I'm
Number
upset.
60, motherfucking
I think
9.
it's 69.
Woo! You know what that
69.
means?
Yeah. Oh my god, I know. I know.
I'm fucking with you. Nah.
I'm upset. I just want the
Why?
folks to know that I'm upset because you should have gotten an ice cream for yourself and you didn't.
Well, to be honest, the only reason I didn't is because actually I am watching. I know it's crazy. You see me drinking the beers and all, but I measure out my carb intake and my sugar intake, and I don't really eat a lot of sweets anymore.
Yeah, okay.
Which is making me angry because I did buy 2 king-size Reese cups, and I ain't seen them since and I want to know if that bitch at the dollar store stole my goddamn Reese cups. Because I never buy sweets, and for once.
Right.
But we had the cones earlier.
Right.
But I'm a one-cone guy, you know. I don't really like too much sugar in my diet.
Right.
But I need it, you know. I like a little bit. But when I got those Reese cups and they disappeared, I was asking, like, were they good? And you're like, what Reese cups?
Yeah, what are you talking about?
They were so big.
Yeah.
I was like, that was my one time. And I was like, I bet that bitch at Dollar General Z. I bet she enjoyed that day. I'm gonna fuck him up.
What is going on with your hair? By the way?
What's wrong with my hair?
There's nothing wrong with your hair, but look at.
I don't know, man. We took a nap.
You
we
have
ate
the
some
nicest
and
hair.
we took a nap. Because that's what we do.
Right.
So we can be ready for the show. What are you talking about? What's my hair look like?
It was just kind of scruff McGruff at first. It's okay.
Man, you better quit.
No, you're fine. You're fine. You're fine.
You know what? I don't even want to do this.
Yeah, I don't even want to do this anymore. I'm sick of it. Sick.
Take it.
Give me the damn mic. Give me the mic. I want everyone
Here
to
is the
know.
news. I'm gonna go ahead and the news is so short. Then
Okay.
I'll give you the mic.
Sure, okay.
It's items of interest, poems and propaganda.
Yeah, everybody.
Episode 69. If you didn't hear
In case you
about
didn't
it,
know.
ask your mother. She'll tell you all
In case
about
you
it.
didn't know.
Here is the news. It's all terrible. We are waiting on aliens as comets hurl at us, while lizard people use the weather as a weapon. Now for the poems, which we're not going to get into right yet.
Oh, we
But
saving
I'm
it
just
for
saying,
later?
man, I'm so tired of looking at the news. It's so retarded. I just said, fuck it. Which we've had weeks. I can't do it.
Right.
I can look out the window and come up with better shit than that.
Right, so then what's going on with the weather?
The
and
weather
everything? Weather
is
manipulation or
fucking
whatever.
wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, we about to have a hurricane. See, the thing is, like, even our boy up in Boston said they about to have hurricanes up in like the East Coast, and then you got them coming up to Florida. It's just, but
Yeah.
they was this talk about how they can manipulate the weather, which I already know that because they did it during the Great Depression. There was a guy that could, you put chemicals in there and make it cloud and make it rain.
Right.
But I'm telling you, I already studied that years ago. Now was somebody starting to talk about it.
Right.
But yeah, that's a fact
Mhm.
that you can manipulate the weather. And I don't give a fuck, man. As long as I can drive to work and sit here and talk into this fucking camera on the weekends and have fun, so be it.
Do they assume that a similar thing happened during the Dust Bowl?
Yeah, that's exactly what they refer
Okay.
to.
Right.
Because
Wow.
there's a man that can shoot
Wow.
into the sky, this beam, and make it rain.
Wow.
And they took that, and you never heard from that motherfucker again.
No. Right. Well, you never heard about Tesla's death ray ever again either. Remember? He had a death ray, and they think he's responsible for burning down the forest.
Like I said,
Because-
I don't
that
care,
day?
man. I just want a ham sandwich.
Like it
and
misfired or
and
something?
And a decent paying
That's
job.
crazy.
And I'm happy as... But, you know...
Happy as a pig and shit.
I just... Like I said, I don't ask for much. I'm just saying, these
neither
are
do I.
facts.
No.
No, I don't give a fuck.
No.
I like doing this, you know? This
Right.
is good.
Like I said, for somebody who at the age of 5 told her own mother with no fear whatsoever, I told my own mother that I would risk my life to save someone who's innocent. It didn't scare me. So do you think I'm asking for a lot? Do you think I'm here looking for a fortune or gold? No.
Listen to the sweet
Yeah.
sounds of candy.
I was ready to give it all away just to save an innocent life. I was serious about that. That didn't scare me. And it still doesn't. No. I get more gratification out of seeing other people live their lives. If that makes any sense. I like seeing them happy. I like seeing them succeed. So it's not about me. That's all I'm saying. And yet I have an ego just like anyone else, and I'm selfish just like anyone else to an extent, to some degree. I'm just human. But it's not about you. Like, that's the thing you were talking about. Maybe if we had more compassion,
Man,
We
and I'm
wouldn't be in
telling
this
you, man,
situation.
and the thing is you got to swallow a lot of that, because there's days where
right?
I would love just to give up. But,
Sure.
But, then you get, but the thing is I'm thinking about, but then, is people, if I give up, they're going to be like, well, you
Right.
gave up on them.
Yeah.
And I can't, I don't
can't
have the
do
heart
that.
to
No.
do that, even though,
No.
it was that past Friday, but they never asked me to explain myself why I just left and walked out, but the thing is that made me feel good is they already knew.
Right.
Because my whole concept was there wasn't nobody there with the intelligence to talk to, so
Right.
I told them to go fuck themselves.
Mm-hmm.
but I didn't feel good. And we're in a weird climate now where I don't know, man. It's like so weird. People dying, or am I sick? Is it allergies?
Water's hot.
You know, it's madness. But if I don't have nobody I can trust or talk to, why would I even waste my breath? Just go home.
Right.
And that's what I did. And nobody gave me no flack for it.
Right.
And I was like, all right. I felt better. And then that's when that motherfucker walked up to me, one of those little fucking shitheads.
Mm-hmm.
I said, wasn't worth talking to because they don't have any intelligence.
Mm-hmm.
I said, gee, Dave, you didn't say nothing to nobody. And like I told him, I was like, if I don't like repeating myself, and if there's no one here worth talking to, then I don't waste my time. I said, and he's like, what? And I said, he said, I was here. I said, like I said.
Right.
You want me to repeat what I said? You're not worth my breath.
Right.
And we're living in a climate where it's scary, we could all die at any day now, and I ain't never gave up. But when it's time to go home, it's time to go home.
Right.
And, I'm really happy that my people didn't hate me for that, because that's what I was most afraid of. I didn't care about them. I just didn't want them to have ill will. And they didn't.
No.
And they never have, man, and we've been kicking it ever since.
No, I mean...
But, I mean, people are so weird now, man.
You had
it's
to do
so
the right
weird
thing,
and like literally, people just disappear. Like you're just like, what the fuck?
Like I said, when you find yourself in a situation where by you staying there, it's only gonna get worse.
It wouldn't
then
be
just
good
walk
for
away.
But
because,
like
I said,
the thing is, if I don't feel right,
right.
And the thing is, I think it was allergies. I had like a hay fever, but I don't know. What if I don't know.
Right.
Because, I don't want to get everybody else sick, even if it's a fucking common cold. But what it was the stress on top of that.
Right.
It makes you even sicker.
But like I said, why
I said, instead, you know what, I was going to pop off.
Right.
I know myself. When I'm starting to shake, I'm hitting that Hulk mode. So the best thing for me to do is I went and I bought all the groceries and got caught up on everything I needed to do. Went to the house. We had fun. We had a lovely time. Took the day off. We had food. We watched funny movies. Brought it back. But you remember, I was so upset though. But it wasn't. It was because I felt like I let somebody down, and I felt so much better knowing that nobody mentioned it.
Yeah, why?
They got it, So
why make the day worse when you can make it better?
Yeah, and that's what I
So
did.
why,
I did it because that's what you told me to do. Because
just go home.
That's when I get ill and you get sick. Because like you get stressed out, you get sick.
Because you look around yourself, you're like, what good is gonna come of this?
No, I'm
there's
gonna
no
end
reason
up
for me
cussing
to
somebody
be here.
out.
Yeah, there's no reason.
I'm gonna get wild. When I want to be in that positive state, And items of interest and points and propaganda. What do you got?
Bitches.
Don't start off with the game, but
no,
I know you got some shit.
No, I have it. I do have the game. And I'm actually really happy with it. I hope this turned out well. So this was a subject that we decided to save for the show because earlier when we were in the kitchen, I mentioned this. David stopped me, folks, and he said, save it for the show.
I sure did.
Now, I remember what it was.
I was eating a sandwich.
And I remember what I said to him. I was standing there and I just had this very profound thought because I tend to go on these mental trips while I'm listening to what he's saying. And one of the questions that came to mind is, what is the absence of the past? What is the absence of the past?
The absence of the past would be a time portal, but I would call that a New World Order. Absence of the past.
Interesting.
Would be a gap in time in which they could recreate false belief and make it reality. Wow. It would be a time loop where you would travel through time and make up history and then make it reality so you can get your way. And you could influence the stock market that way. And I think it's a form of time travel.
Yeah.
But that'd be a black hole in my opinion. The absence of the past.
That's
would be
interesting. Right.
a wormhole that you could travel through to change and manipulate things
Hmm.
for the future.
Right, and then it just calls into
And see,
question.
this is why people don't talk to me, because you ask me questions like this, and this is what I start thinking about.
I mean, really, and you think about how fragile this reality is. Because everything that you see around you,
When you say the absence of
all
the
this
past, I
projection,
actually find it. I think of a wormhole.
yeah, but
And how you
everything,
can manipulate, because if you go back and really look in the history,
right,
you can find that there's black and white pictures where if you look in the background, there's somebody on a cell phone.
yeah,
And you
definitely,
can go back and look at certain people, and you can find them time and time again, but they're in different centuries, but it's the same
same
person.
person,
And
yeah.
and it's almost like I said, I don't like this topic. I shouldn't. But these people that you see, like they're vampire. That like they
Vampiric?
feed off
Sure,
children's blood.
yeah, those sick
Yeah, they're
bastards.
sick fucking people. And I don't give
Yeah.
a fuck. I'll say it. I don't give a fuck about them, but they don't rule my life.
No. Yeah.
But no, that's
some
why
wicked-
I never like to
Right.
be upset, because I don't like to let them get the best of me.
Because they're
But
trying to be.
that's where it gets weird, and I don't even give a fuck.
Right.
I hate them.
They're trying to control
No,
everything.
fuck them.
Right. So
No,
it's just,
fuck them.
yeah.
Not
so,
me.
No. No.
Not me.
Right.
Because I'm a lot older.
Right.
I don't give a fuck. They can have whatever they can do whatever they want, but they're gonna get their day.
Hmm.
You can't go around doing wicked shit and not have.
You pay
Oh,
for that.
you're gonna
yeah,
pay
you
for
do.
it. You're gonna pay for it.
You do.
That's why I don't worry
Everything.
about a damn thing. I
No.
know where my.
Yep.
I know what I do, and I done paid for my sins, and I
Mhm.
had a lot,
Yep.
but I done paid for mine,
Mhm.
and I wasn't always a general
No,
person,
no.
but I paid for them, and I did.
Mhm.
But it does come around.
Yeah.
You get what you pay for. And now, collided with a vision of myself I never knew, getting to my knees begging mercy. Live long as exit to the other side, as the man said. Put me face down so the whole world can kiss my ass as they walk on by.
Yeah. We know who that is. We know who that is.
And I live by what he taught me
Right.
growing up as a kid, and it's done nothing but help me. And he
Right.
said, make the fucking money and give him the finger and tell him what time it is. And he said, but as long as you walk tall and work hard, he said, they can't do nothing to you.
Sure. No.
And he said,
No.
don't give them an inch
No.
and give them hell.
Right.
But if you the baddest motherfucker, what you gonna do?
Right. Right.
But keep your mouth shut and do your fucking job.
Mhm.
And if they ask stupid questions, you're gonna get an answer.
Right.
It's stupid.
Yeah.
And like I'm a bad person to ask a stupid question to, because I will.
Right.
No, I can do it. The more polite I am, the worse it's gonna be. You
Oh,
rather
yeah.
me cuss you out than be politely and like I would tear someone down for like just. Like I see it in their eyes, they look like they want to cry, and I'm just.
Yeah,
but I'm
yeah.
being nice.
Well,
And
yeah.
as my boy, I miss him so much. He's got a lovely child, man.
Mhm.
He's loving it. But I've been hanging on, and I told him I'd behave,
Mhm.
because that's my guy. He's like, he's like, no,
Yeah.
and I'm like, okay. He's like, please don't murder no one.
Right.
Don't what that shit you say. Don't put the hoodoo. He's like, I'm like, okay, for him, but politely.
Mhm.
You'd rather me call you a motherfucker than what I'm about to tell you, because I'll rip you to pieces. Like, it's worse when I don't. You want me to cuss you out, I promise you.
Mhm.
Because when I look into your soul,
Mhm.
and I tell you where you came from, why you here,
Mhm.
and why you standing before me,
Yeah.
I don't know, I go somewhere else.
Right.
But
No,
it's
I
like,
know.
the thing is, I'm at work and I want to be writing, and I'm trying to think. So it's already geared up.
Mhm.
But I'm like, but I can't, like you said, just watch, like, don't cuss nobody out, don't talk about cutting them. I said,
Right,
okay,
right,
but
right.
then you educatedly talking like being polite, and it's worse than what you would have said.
Mhm.
And they go, they had this look on their face like, what? I'm like, I'm sorry, and you patting them saying, I'm sorry, but somebody had to let you know.
Right, right,
Now,
right.
are you gonna waste any more of my time?
Right, right.
And then, but the thing is, on the inside, I want to go like, I want to go, you know, like I want to say it the way I want to say it,
Right.
which is, you know, it's Wu-Tang shit. It's like, yo, guy, yo, fuck you, motherfucker, all this shit. But no, you
Bitch.
channel it into like this. Okay, I want to talk to you like a decent human being, and I found out it's far worse.
Right.
It's so humiliating. I'm like, because I'm asking them about their math. I'm asking them
Right,
off
right.
the top of my head, what's this plus this plus this? And then they stumble and they stutter. And I say, see, and you get a better paycheck than me. I said, what's that? And you can't even do simple math. I said, you need to get step, and then you're wasting my time.
Right.
And the thing is this is where I have a confusion, because they say I can't talk like that.
Right. Yeah.
But am I wrong?
Right.
Like, you wasted my time. I said, all you work is those lips, and that's all you do.
Right.
And you sit in the AC and you work those lips. I said, maybe you'll lose a few pounds if you come work with me. I said, show me what you can do.
Mhm.
Now, where's the flaw in that?
Right, right.
I want to see what you can do. Come with me.
That's right.
If it's so easy, in your mind, if it's so easy, come walk with me. I said, why is it every time you put somebody with me, they quit within 4 hours?
They did it on purpose.
Because you didn't want them here. And
Right.
they said, and that hurts my feelings because they don't deserve that.
No, they don't.
And I really have a problem with that. But then they roll up on me and they tell me on Friday, there's a better person out there at another store, and they tell me about this fictional person, and they telling me,
Mhm.
and this is what this I won't bring it up again, so it blew my lid. Said he stays until the job is done. I said, well then call him, because at 4 it's 4. He said, well you can't think like that. I said, I just told you 4 o'clock's 4 o'clock.
Mhm.
You put it up.
Right. Yeah.
And get out of my face. I'm trying to take a piss.
Exactly.
You know what? Fuck you.
Mhm.
You see what time it is? I show up on time, I leave on time.
Yeah.
And if it's
that's
not
right.
put up, I told him, I said,
Right.
because I was too busy doing your job too.
Right.
And you can do mine.
Yep. You know when
And
you
I
leave.
said, you bring that motherfucker down here. And I said, put him in the ring with me. I'll wear his ass out any day of the week. This is lies.
But they act
there is
like
nobody better than me.
Yeah, but they act like they can force you to stay
motherfucker.
longer. But you know when you leave.
No, the thing is I told them, I said, they got mad because I said, I'll be out here in about a month or two anyway, because I got dreams.
Right.
And I told them I got other jobs, and in a month from now, I'm going to try to work on a spot in Greenville doing stand-up. How about that?
Yeah.
No, I already talked to the guys. I got a place. I like it. It looks groovy. I'm going to work on my shit.
Yeah.
They told me, you know, there's cancellations.
Yeah.
I can get in earlier, but I said, no,
Sure.
I'll take the month.
Yeah.
Because I'm waiting for my boy to come back, so
Take your time.
maybe the stress is less. And I'm going up there and I'm doing my damn thing and I'm putting this shit behind me because I'm not working for them no more. Because, you know, I can only better myself.
That's it. That's all I need.
And I can't blame
Right.
nobody else. You know, they give me a decent pay, you know, and I fought for that shit. I'm making more money than I ever made. But, you know, that disrespect will not stand.
Right.
But I got to take it until I respect myself enough to do better, you know?
Right.
Because that's all on me.
Well,
That's me. That's
okay.
only making me better.
well then
'cause they made
reminded
me
me of
tougher,
something.
you know? They made me stronger doing that.
That's true. You remind me of something that Marco would tell me off and on throughout the years. He said people will disappoint. So, in other words, you need to focus on yourself. People will disappoint, so
No,
don't
absolutely.
disappoint yourself.
No,
Don't
but
disappoint yourself.
the thing
I get what
is,
he's saying.
the thing is, it's all on you.
That's
if
right.
you want to if you don't
Yeah.
like the position you're in,
Hmm.
you can't blame nobody but yourself. You
Right.
got to better yourself.
Yes.
I mean, that's the main
That's
flaw
it.
that most people have, and that's what gets me upset. And
That's all you
that's
have.
why I have to kind of, you know, I understand. Eli kind of taught me this. Like, you got to understand, that's their problem.
Yes, it is.
But he knows you know, where I come from we hot off the cuff, but he's right. You know, just
So I
he's
haven't.
like he's like stand back because you're only hurting yourself. Let them just go over there and fucking roll over and die.
Mhm.
But he's right though. He really taught me that because he knows I'll fucking get mad, you know, and go like I would say wild shit, but he's got a point. He
Right.
said because that's only hurting yourself. He said
Very
let them
true.
go ahead and roll over, and be weak,
Sure.
and do everything they want you to do. But he said at the end of the day he's right. They're gonna just decay,
Mhm.
and you'll be the man on top of the mountain. He's absolutely right about that.
Yep.
But you know that's why I just try to behave because when he's around I understand that and I need a positive person like that in my life.
So do I. Yeah.
And you when I get home I got you, but
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
like so
Right.
you know I got people around me, but I mean
Right.
my energy level just goes through the fucking roof
I know.
because I'm always needing to do something, you know, and I want to write and stuff and I got to work at the same time and write.
Right.
It's
Right.
like it's this fucking crazy train, and you got somebody just fucking yapping at their job. But that's how you know you got a good friend when you can learn from them.
See, and that's what something I always hope I do. I hope that whoever it is I connect with, that they're learning something from me. I really hope they come with something
Yeah,
worthwhile.
because I absolutely
That's very
learned
important
it
to
from
me.
him.
Yes.
Because you know my
'Cause-
my boy and me, you know, we came
Right.
up during the pandemic. We both
Right.
kind of were like we had
Right.
these weird thoughts about what this
Because,
thing was. And we both lost our minds, but
Right, but
we both coaxed each other, and then like, how are we mentally
Sure.
how are we mentally gonna? And he's right. He helped me a lot with that because I was a little I was off key a little bit, you know.
I don't want to waste anyone's time. So I hope that whatever it is I say or do, that something positive comes from it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You heard what she said.
That's all. Honey, please, come on now. What are you talking about?
I'm fucking.
Just stop
I'm
it.
just trying to
Just
make it
stop.
How many kids do you think Joe
Stop.
Biden has fucked in his life?
I don't know. I have an even better question though. I have a better question than that. But do you think he really did? Do you think he's ever done things like that?
Man, I bet he's done things worse than that.
I mean, I haven't even thought about it in
No,
relation
he
to him,
is
but
one of the most creepiest mother.
He
I can't
is.
even look at him. He's one of the creepiest motherfuckers.
I don't know what his
I
deal is.
couldn't.
I really don't know.
But like I said, man, I don't know.
Yeah.
They all fucked up. But that is one of the. That motherfucker. Have you seen me sniffs on like kids and shit? He sniffs them.
What?
Have you not? You don't know. No, when he's at rally, he'll walk up and he'll take little girls and he sniffs them.
Right.
Like.
What?
You don't.
Are you kidding
Dude,
me?
I'm
Okay,
telling
first
you.
of all,
I'm telling
you're
you,
laying
guy
this
is
stuff
fucking-
on me.
Bro, this guy is
Right,
fucking
but-
strange.
Yeah, but the printer just started talking. Like, the printer is...
Oh, you didn't do nothing?
I didn't do
Oh, yeah,
that.
you was...
But the printer is just operating on its own right
What's
now.
it
and I
print?
didn't do... I don't... It's not printing anything, but I could hear it. I don't know why.
And it's bad. My
Anyway.
mother's like, who's trying to kill you? I'm like,
Who's trying to kill you?
when you start asking me questions like that, I start getting worried because
Yeah, I don't know.
I would drop an elbow on that goddamn printer and buy another one tomorrow and sell a stock.
Well-
You do know I'm in the stock business. I'm in the wolf on Cub Street.
Well,
I fucking.
I don't
Nah,
know.
here, hang on. Man, it's trying to. God damn it.
Just unplug it. Just unplug it.
No.
I don't know. That thing will just function on its own, and it's really creepy. But anyway. Anyway.
Probably one of them anonymous.
I don't know. I don't know who's trying to mess with you. I don't know if they're just angry, if they got jealous,
I
or
don't
what.
care.
I
Just
don't
don't
know.
fuck with my
I
wheels
really
on
don't
my
know.
car again. If one more of my wheels comes off my car, I'm gonna be really upset.
Right.
Please, I'm a working citizen,
Scary.
and I just do
Mm,
magazines. And like when my mom's like, "Who's doing that?" And I'm like, I thought it was just my bad luck,
I
but
know.
now that you're asking questions, I stopped asking a long time ago. It's like the time I almost got killed when the fucking wheel came off the truck. I'm starting to, you know
I know.
what? When the fuse box was also messed with. I don't know.
Right.
I don't give a fuck.
Mhm.
Because guess what? I'm still here.
Yeah.
And I'm queer. And my balls itch.
And my balls itch. My balls itch.
I don't give a fuck. Because
Right.
I'm not doing nothing, man.
No,
We just having a
neither
good
of
time.
us.
How's your shit doing?
How's your shit doing?
Yeah, how's your shit
How's
doing?
your
Tell
shit
me about your shit. I want to
doing?
hear about Kendra.
You want to hear about... Yeah, I don't think you want to hear about me. I really don't think you want to hear about me. I'm boring as shit. I'm really boring. That's what I think. I just tell you I'm boring because I don't want to say anything.
But
I don't want to talk about it. I don't even want to talk about it right now with you. I don't. I hang out with drug addicts.
is that?
I go out on dates. I don't want to talk about it.
Do you really?
I don't want to talk
What
about
kind
it.
of drugs? I mean, don't say marijuana.
I don't do
I
the
don't-
drugs. I just hang out with drug addicts.
Like, what kind of drugs?
Cocaine,
Oh, yeah.
heroin.
We'll see now. But they're interesting stories, but man,
Yeah, they are.
I don't fuck with them people.
No. Gets a little dangerous.
Nah, man, I lost a lot of friends. to
Especially
that.
when you got
I lost a
someone
lot
beating
of
down the door.
No, I lost
Right.
a lot of people to that.
Yeah, it's
fucking
bad.
Shit. It's horrible. It's worse now
Awful.
than ever because I got that fentanyl in it.
Right.
And dude, I tell you, I watched so many people die from that
Right.
shit.
But
That
no, really.
meth.
I mean,
Cocaine. I don't
Right.
know. It's got everything's fentanyl now. But we used to have fun with a little cocaine every now and then in Jersey. On like we'd play cards, but it was never a big thing. Like
I know.
you know, you never like it was like you'd be high for 15 minutes and have to do it again. I never could understand it, but on a poker night, it was fun. Like it's something
Sure.
you do once in a while, but I never understood people that would just I couldn't never I never had a take to habits other than drinking other than drinking beer. That's one
Mhm.
habit that I'm really hard pressed because I like my beer.
Right.
But I can quit liquor. I can quit. Like I've never been a habit. Like maybe setting up a set, and it's all like if I do something, it's got to be a ritual like thing, you know.
Mhm.
Like I got to set up a beer. It's not that. It's just it helps my nerves because I have horrible, and like where I get seizures with my nerves.
Right.
And that was before I ever drank anything. I've always had a problem. Like where I get seizures and I couldn't be around people and I started drinking at age 8.
Mhm.
And then I found the marijuana, it causes it causes anxiety, but it makes me just wander off and I can kind of deal.
Sure.
And
So-
and it's when I find the edibles though, I don't get so paranoid and I actually can function fine. But the thing is, I don't know what because I literally feel like I'm gonna have I feel like I'm getting electrocuted when I'm around people because
Well, when you
I take on all their shit.
Sure, I know. I mean, I do too. I kind of live vicariously through others in a way. So when you ask me, how was your week or how was your day or whatever.
But I really am
You know-
asking for serious.
Yeah, but the thing is, you ask me how I'm doing and everything. I feel like a ghost. Do you know how long I've felt that way? I felt that way my whole life. I mean, I really get my kicks off seeing people happy, off making them laugh, off saying
But
stupid
that's,
shit.
That's what.
This is what I do.
See, the thing
almost
is,
every day.
If
That's
I
what I
can
do.
make someone laugh,
You know, and I'm not.
or I see, but it's that you see that look in their eye or
Right.
that smile, and if you can make them
That's what I live
like,
for.
I like that.
You ask me how my day
But-
is, it's more like how was their day because I like making their day
Yeah.
better. So it's not about me. That's why when you ask me how was my day, it's not even about me. I'm always thinking about other people.
And then
You know,
you
it's
wonder
just so
why
funny.
like every day I come home or get in the house and then the sky turns black and it starts raining.
Well-
I'm like, well, you know, I don't know if it's me, but it's a
Well,
coincidence.
the one thing I
and,
can say is this. If you're not here, if I'm alone, I don't mind being alone. I've been alone for a long time. However, I tend to thrive better when I have someone I can direct my attention to, because I have a lot of ideas and I got a lot on my mind. So if somebody can just bear with me and maybe have a conversation with me or just allow me to share my ideas and express myself, it works wonders. And I'm happier. I'm healthier. I am healthier. If I have someone I can direct my attention to. A lot of people don't know this about me. Because you were asking me about me. How am I?
Sure was.
I really love teaching in general. If there's anything I know that you're curious about, I love teaching. I get my kicks off that. And I love to wow people. So if there's something you don't know, and I'm about to tell you, I love it. I love it. I just love it. So, you know, I like having someone I can direct my attention to. I am a very lonely person. I've always been very lonely, but I'm not worried. I'm not worried about that because I've been alone my whole life. I can sing one thing. Honey, I know that, but you work. You gotta work. You gotta leave sometimes.
You gotta make that bread and
You
butter,
gotta leave
baby.
sometimes, but
Yeah,
no,
keep that
I've.
money machine rolling. You know?
I gotta say one
We
thing.
got some cool shit, man.
Honey,
We're doing good for
yes, honey,
ourselves.
yes, yeah.
There's
no reason to-
we doing
yes,
pretty
there's
goddamn good.
No reason
You
to
know what I'm saying?
worry about that.
Everything's lovely.
It is.
Everything's lovely. I mean, I'm doing better now than I have been in
So have
many
I.
of years.
Really? Yeah, I even feel healthier. I have more energy
We're
now.
healthy.
I have a lot of energy.
We're making good food choices. We're
Yeah.
exercising. We're doing our
Now,
exercises.
That's the other thing. I gotta have.
We're
If
working
anything,
on our rhymes. We're
I like
working
to
on
get
our writing.
amped
Our
up.
writing's getting off.
Right.
It's getting
Right.
ill, son.
I know.
It's getting so
I know.
ill.
And now we're
Guy,
singing
I'm
together.
telling you.
And now we're
We're
singing.
gonna put together something else later after this.
sing.
We're gonna hit the bathroom. We're gonna put together a
Yeah.
joint. But I'm telling you, man, it's
Hold on.
mad. It's mad science.
No, I love it though. I love what we're doing.
Oh, it's
Because
it's unbelievable.
This is what I do best.
And if you don't like it,
Yeah.
then change channel.
And I'll
But,
say
you know,
one
we're
thing.
doing something fabulous. It's for the people. It's free. We're giving everything away for free. All we want to do is inspire people, you know, free themselves,
Mhm.
and you know, write your own fucking musical and do your own shit, you know, and don't be afraid.
Right.
It's that fear, man. Don't fear the fear.
Right.
Fight that shit. Do that shit. Make that shit. No matter how crazy it
Hell yeah.
seems, you're gonna feel 100 times. I'm telling you, you're gonna feel good about it. Yeah,
Wow.
and take some criticism, because, man, you remember the first show we did on YouTube? I got slandered.
Mm.
Said I was like delusional, all this shit.
Sure. Yeah.
I never answered back. I
Yeah.
said, let's keep it rolling.
Yeah.
Where's that person at now?
Right.
I bet they don't got a show they've been doing for almost 2 years. And we just keep rolling.
I
and
know.
it's not a fact about views or who likes you.
No.
It's what makes you happy, and you creating a sound and you putting things out there.
We're
that
making
makes
ourselves better
and you making yourself better because
and building our skills.
otherwise you
Right.
just staying stagnant.
Right, because we're building our
And
skills.
you're just working for the man, but maybe it's better if you try to update yourself, you know, and try to do the thing.
Right.
You know, because you only got one life to live. I don't know why you're
That's
standing
it,
around
and-
doing nothing with it.
Right. And
Why don't you try to become something better? And if you fail, at least you tried, and try again, because you can
But
only
then at
fail
least
so
you
many
know.
times before they remember you as the guy that failed so many
But-
times he became great.
But then at least you know because
At
you
least
tried.
you fucking tried.
Right.
And that says more about someone than someone that did not try.
Right. When
That is the most
I
important
was younger,
thing.
when I was younger, in my teen years especially, this is when I got into philosophy because I, like any other teen, was struggling with a lot of things. I was terribly lonely, painfully lonely.
Yeah.
And I mean really painfully lonely. I would go to bed and just think about how I didn't have anyone, right? So, and that's something that I would wrestle with off and on for years to come, but it was worse when I was a teenager. These days, it's not that bad anymore. I've made more peace with myself.
You know what you find out?
Became my own company.
These are my favorite sunglasses. I'm glad I found them in purple. They're good on eyes. You know what I found out growing up, and I realized I matured as a human being, and I feel like it took too long. I should have been doing what I'm doing now, probably about 10 years ago. But I was a wild child, man.
Sure.
But one thing I found out is that loneliness was what kept me back.
Mhm.
But as I got older, I started thinking I'd rather be alone because the only time, like, all I wanted was attention, and when I got people around, the only reason they were around was to steal from me.
I know.
They always stole from me. I lost
They
so
always
much.
want something. Right.
Because I always had, like, I had first editions of Hunter S. Thompson's books, and
Mhm.
they'd steal from me. Every time they'd come over this, they were always stealing from me. And when you didn't have nothing to steal, they wouldn't come around. They wouldn't have no use for you.
That's true.
So I found out later on in my ignorance, it's better don't have no friends.
Right.
Keep them at a distance.
Definitely.
Because you'll find friends, but like I probably maybe had 3 in almost 40 years.
A real genuine friend is hard.
Yeah, and
to
they're
find.
all dead.
They're hard
all
to come
dead,
by.
but I mean I've
They are.
only had about 3, and they're all dead.
Do you want to play
But,
the game?
You know, I feel like I got another one, but I get weird because I don't want to get close to them because I don't know. For some reason, people that get close to me die, and I don't know if it's me or. So I just like to stay alone.
Right. I know.
So let's play the
Yeah. I'm just like I said, because we're up to like 42 minutes right
game.
now.
Yeah, let's do the goddamn.
We usually
Yeah,
start doing
that was
this at
central,
around,
was it
like,
not? That
midway
was a central motherfucker.
in the show.
God damn, we on a roll.
Let's see if this is any good.
Yeah. You pumped me up. I know it's good. I know.
I felt good about it. I just hope it's not complete trash. So anyway, not that it would. Would you say any of the games have been bad so far?
I love the game.
Okay.
I'm
'Cause
sad.
okay.
I like the rock and roll band one too. That was one.
That's one of my favorites. I had so much fun writing
But no,
that.
I love the game.
Yeah.
I can't wait. You said this was
It was
gonna be a
special,
good one.
and I hope this is special
No,
too.
I
So
like.
it says
I love the game.
the title: "Pick a place and pick a problem." So you're gonna pick a place that you will be at presently, and you know how this game works because it's almost like being in an alternate reality. This is a what-if scenario. So what if you were in such and such place at a such and such time, and what if you encountered a such and such problem? So here we are. For anybody tuning in. So you're gonna pick a place, and you have to pick a number between 1 through 4 to
3.
get the place you're going to be in. A funeral home. Okay, so you're in a funeral home, and you had the choice, by the way, of a diner, someone's kitchen, and a boat. But you picked the funeral home. So let's go ahead and see what it says. You are presently seated in a funeral home, and you are so close to punching somebody in the face right now. You're attending the wake of your dearly departed friend, a lady whom you've known for most of your life. You overheard her ex-boyfriend joking inappropriately about her with his buddy. And now your blood is on fire. Why the fuck is he even here, you wonder to yourself. But do you punch him in the face, or do you pay your respects and walk out? So.
No.
Here's the thing.
The thing is, there was there was a me at one point that would have.
Right?
Me now, I pay my respects and I just walk
Just
out.
walk out.
But
right.
if he came out in the parking lot,
Right,
then
but
the
he's
story starts
he's
changing.
talking inappropriately about this lady.
No,
who's
I give
dead.
my respects,
Right.
but if you go, but what
It's her
happens in the
ex-boyfriend.
what
Right.
happens in the parking lot's a whole new story.
Right.
If you want to follow me, as soon as we hit the parking lot, I'm gonna turn around and we're
Okay.
gonna dance
So,
in so many ways.
but here's how this is going to work. I kept it simple before, where you would pick a number 1 or 2, but this time I did it differently. So we're gonna determine whether you pay your respects and walk out, or you deck him one. So, all right.
Not indoor. See,
Right.
here's where I go old school.
Mhm.
You know what the rule is?
Yeah.
You know how you don't wear a hat indoors?
Right. You take it outside.
But you know, you in a funeral home, it's disrespectful
Right.
to cause the scene.
That's right.
But as soon as you walk outside the parking lot,
Mhm.
we're in the parking lot.
Yep.
That is a different story.
Right.
Then you deck them.
That's right.
If they follow you to the parking lot, that's where shit
Right.
starts going.
Well,
But you do
okay.
not disrespect the establishment under a roof.
that's right.
Because people are mourning. You
Yeah.
don't do that.
Right.
But if you meet me out in the park, that's what upset me with Tommy.
Mhm.
Nobody walked in and
Hmm.
that, I mean, I slit my hand open and rubbed blood on his forehead and put a
Mhm.
medallion on him, and we were the only two that sent him off.
Right.
And everybody just stood
Oh.
around in the parking lot, but they wouldn't enter it. You know how disrespectful I think that is?
Mhm. Well, what's about to happen could be very disrespectful, by the way, in this game.
Okay.
So, but the way this is going to work is you have to actually pick 3 numbers between 1 through 6. 3 numbers.
3, 2, 4, and 5.
3, 2, 4. 3, 2, 4 is deck and 1. 3, 2, 4 is deck and 1. 5, 6, 1 was pay your respects and walk out. So there you go. You got all 3 for deck and 1.
Dude, is the
just
grease
bad.
is the grease on these gears
This
not
is gonna
slick
be
as fuck?
bad.
Dude, how quick? Dude, how good
Because
am I? How do I do it? How do I do it?
because here's the thing. Oh man. Here it is. Let me read it. Let me
How
read this
do I
because
do it?
This is a big no-no. So what you did is a big no-no, because I agree with you. You take it outside. Here, you didn't take it outside.
Well, then he really fucked up.
Yeah. So, because he was talking inappropriately about this lady who's dead.
So we're gonna
Yeah,
spill
so-
your blood over in the casket. We're gonna stuff.
Here's
It's
what it
2 for
says.
1. It's 2 for 1. Buy one get one free. We'll stuff your ass in
Here's
there
what
whatever
it
that dead
says.
bitch.
I
And we'll
mean,
stick your ass
because
in the ground
apparently
too,
you really
motherfucker.
cared about this one, because it says you've had enough of this. You must have pushed at least 3 women out of the way to get to this guy, but once you got close enough to him, you popped him right between the eyes, and
Yeah.
his buddy had to
Boom.
pull you off of him.
Yeah, you hit him with that fucking jab.
Yeah.
And then you get him with the right hook, man. It's that fucking hook, dude.
it
That's what made Mike Tyson
Okay,
famous.
right,
It's
but-
the fucking
Yeah.
boom, boom,
Well, it
right
says.
there, and you're like, ah.
So your buddy had, not your buddy, but his buddy had to pull you off of him. You didn't want to
Yeah.
stop there.
No, never
So
do.
here's what it says. His
Yeah.
buddy grabs you.
There's no method to the method. You
He
know?
grabs you, throws you off of him, and now you got to get the fuck out. So you spit on the ex-boyfriend that you punched in the face, and then proceed towards the casket where you set a single rose on your best friend's chest, and on her finger you place a ring. You promptly walk out after saying goodbye to the only person who loved you more than your own mother. So that woman obviously meant a lot to you. So that's all it
Man.
says. gosh.
Man,
Yeah, there
going
you go.
towards Calvin Falls, man. When I went to Jersey, it's hard for me to find now, but
Mhm.
my boy Kobe Hill is buried out there, and I can't tell you how many times I said,
I know.
now, like I said, man, I've known probably about 3 good dudes, and they're all dead.
I know.
And everybody I grew up with is either insane,
It
dead, or
hurts.
drug addicts.
It
And,
hurts.
I
know.
I just
That's
happened
bad.
to work with one lady that came from, like, where we came from, and she'll
Yeah.
tell you the same thing. Yeah. Like, those kids from 80s, man, they dead, or
Right.
just,
Right.
but they were so beautiful, man.
I know.
They were the best, dude. They were some of the greatest people of all time. Those 70s and 80s kids, man.
Mhm.
Wow. But they just lost their mind. They got on drugs, and I fought with a lot of that shit.
Right.
But it just didn't make no sense to me because I wanted longevity.
Right. Now, it says here. Now you decide to punch this guy in the face. That's where you went with it. Do you want to know the other option? The other alternative, which would have been pay your respects and walk out. That was the other option. And it says, this guy is seriously getting on your nerves. And you're starting to twitch. You're that angry. So you pay your respects and walk out. No sooner does the brother of your departed friend pat you on the shoulder and you shake him off, you're so angry. He didn't do anything wrong, but you just have to leave before you hurt somebody. So yeah, people are trying to.
Yeah, well, no, I know
But
that
you just like,
saying.
yeah, I need to get out
Yeah,
of here.
so I got
Nothing
to pick
against
between
him.
one and what?
What do you mean, honey?
I'm picking numbers.
No, you're done. You're done there.
I'm done.
No, you're done with that. Now, because you picked the funeral home. This is the place that you
I'm
you
at
chose to
funeral.
be.
Yeah, we're at the funeral
Now,
home.
do you want to know what the other options would have been? Other places you could have been?
Yeah, I want to hear.
Because that was 3. Now,
No,
1.
I like to hear the other options.
Because I write all of this.
No, I like to hear
I have to put so much thought into this.
No. I want to hear the whole thing.
So, the diner. You are at a diner and you find someone's hair in your cheeseburger. It disgusts you.
Oh, shit.
It disgusts you so much you insist they take it back. But do you request another?
Oh.
Okay?
No.
Okay?
I don't even ask them to take it back.
Yeah.
I eat the burger and I request it be free. And
Okay.
I leave the hair right there.
Yeah.
And I said, but I'm still going to eat the goddamn burger,
Okay.
but I'm not paying for it, and I want a full refund, but I don't want you to waste no more food.
Okay.
Tell them next time, keep your fucking hair out my goddamn burger, because some of the best burgers I've ever eaten, you know what they had in them?
Right.
Man,
Yeah, but
Taco Bell used to have a chili cheese.
Right.
When I was a teenager, and I was a stoner, I'd go get them.
Okay.
I found a pubic hair in that motherfucker, and I flicked it to the side, and I kept eating the
Oh,
fucker.
gee, okay.
Because it was
wow.
so good.
Okay.
Let me tell you, I knew this Cuban place on Weehawken on, I think, 47th Street on the corner. They had these fucking Philly cheese, man, at a good price, like $2, $3, empanadas. But these Philly cheese sandwiches, I'd buy one. It was like $3 in a 6-pack, man.
Right.
And I'd watch Jon Stewart, and I would sit in a room I'm not supposed to be in with the AC until I got drunk and drank the 6-pack. Then I'd move upstairs in the attic where I can burn to death and hopefully die. But let me tell you something about these sandwiches.
Yeah.
How many times did I pull a fucking dude, a Cuban hair? It was a human hair. You know how many times I threw them to the side and kept eating?
Right.
Because the sandwich was so goddamn good. I never said nothing,
Okay.
but it was almost every time I'd have to pull a hair, and it'd be like it would be a curly one.
Well,
But you know what? The
wait for it.
sandwich was so good,
Okay.
and so like I still to this day
Sure.
I would drive to New Jersey just hoping this place is still open.
Well, wait
It's
for
on the
it.
corner of 47th Street. It was
Okay.
on my old ID because I live right up the road, in
Sure.
Weehawken, and Theodis Monk used to live 2 blocks over.
Polonius.
I call him Theodis. Alright?
Polonius.
Look, I don't give a fuck. He
Okay,
lived 2 blocks
anyway.
over. He's one of my heroes.
Let's move on, okay? Let's move on.
Yeah,
Okay,
he lived up
so,
there, man.
this is if you
but
pick the diner.
But if that place is still there on 47th Street on the corner,
Okay, yeah.
it's dude, that fucking guy. His sandwich is so good. You don't give a fuck if there's boogers.
All
in it.
right. Well, here's what happens, okay? You would have to pick, if you pick the diner, and this was your situation.
Malibu Diner,
This is a
man,
diner.
ran by Russians.
This is a diner.
They had a cheeseburger to die for.
Okay, well, but-
I used to get it because during
Okay.
the holidays, rich people would just throw $100 bills at you. You just used it for
So,
drugs and alcohol and hookers.
You would have to pick
Huh?
3 numbers between 1 through 6 to determine whether you just walk out or you request another. Okay, this is about the
2 and
cheeseburger,
6.
okay? 3 numbers.
2.
3 numbers. Between 1 through 6.
4 and 1.
Request another. 2, 4, and 6 are request another, and 1 is walk out. 1, 3, and 5 is walk out. So yeah, you request another one. Here's what happened. Oh man.
Yeah, man.
You want to see what the hell happens next?
I want
Oh my
to know that.
God.
No, that's my
Oh
style.
gee whiz. Okay.
Yeah, we'll try it again.
Alright. Here's what it says. So you request another. Here's what it says. Now somebody just went too far with you today. No sooner do you receive a second burger on the house.
Man, you got me hungry.
Come
Oh,
back.
my
Come
God.
on, you gotta come back.
No, I'm just going. I'll come back.
You're
Keep
wandering
talking.
off.
Keep talking.
It says, and you discover another hair. More than one hair, in fact. Okay, now somebody fucked up. What you do next, this is what you do. Because somebody fucked up again, you found even more hair. Okay? What you do next is you loudly drag the legs of your chair against the floor. Rise to your feet. And then you go find the sorry son of a bitch who did this. You swiftly start for the kitchen and find the chef who fucked with your food. You pull out your piece and pistol whip the shit out of him before walking out. You happen to know the guy. Apparently, he wasn't too happy about you banging his sister. But she was hot and a sweetheart. You regret nothing. So there you go.
She was that hot.
And a sweetheart, and you regret nothing. So there.
Well,
All right. All
I
right,
don't know,
folks.
man.
And
I can't say much
Here's-
about that.
here's what would have happened if you had just walked out. It says, so you decide to walk out. This situation was just too hard to live down. It really doesn't take much to repulse you, especially when food is involved. They graciously refund your money and you go find a better place to eat. Instead of causing a scene, you thought it best to completely remove yourself from the situation altogether. Besides, you can always get a hot dog on the corner, and at least you know the guy, and he don't play that shit. So there you go. There you go.
There you go.
Yeah,
man.
fuck him. Fuck your
'em.
diner then.
Fuck that guy.
Oh.
That guy selling hot dogs, they don't give a fuck, you know?
Now here is, so that's that. That's if you pick the diner. If you picked the kitchen, you're in someone's kitchen here. You want to know about it? mister? Okay,
No,
number two.
You know.
So number
I
two.
wanna know about it.
It's a kitchen, but it's not your kitchen you find yourself in. Your kid has presently smeared chocolate cake all over the cabinets.
Is it chocolate cake or is it
Chocolate cake. No, it's a cake. All over the cabinets, the fridge. There's nothing but brown covering the floor, the oven. Your son has it all over his hands and face. He's laughing. You can tell he's awfully proud of what he did. He's 3. The kitchen belongs to your girlfriend, and she doesn't like kids, but she gave you a chance. The panic sets in. But do you punish your son to make her feel better, or do you pick up your son and leave? So you would have to pick.
No. I pick him up and leave.
So, well, we're going to determine that, because
No.
you're going to 3 numbers between 1 through 6.
3 numbers?
3 numbers between 1 through 6. Right.
2, 4, and 5.
2, 4, and 5. So 4 and 5 is 4, 5, and 1 is the punishment. 3, 2, and 6 is just go. So yes, 4, 5, and 1. Punishment. He's getting punished. So
Oh,
here's what we
You
find.
fucked up.
You
I'm
fucked
sorry,
up.
but I don't want to do this,
Alright.
but I'm about to torture you.
Punishment. You put your
'Cause
son.
that pussy's so good.
You put your
I'm
son.
not gonna let this
slide. All right.
Your mama has good pussy.
All right. So you put your son in timeout.
So I'm gonna beat the
okay,
shit out of
honey. All right.
'Cause I'm about to
yeah.
beat that monkey on the
Okay.
night, you know. I can't beat it up if I don't beat you, you know.
Yeah. Okay. So
Alright.
you put your son in timeout where he cries so loudly. By the time
Time out.
and by the time your girlfriend returns from shopping,
Dude, you put me in timeout.
See?
I'd be playing
Okay.
Nintendo or Game Boy for
Alright.
an hour thinking, what a
He's
stupid
3.
son of a... Yeah,
okay,
at
He's
3. No, I'm telling you.
I know.
Dude, you're just giving him time just to hang out and try to think of more ways to kill you. I don't know. Yeah, 3 years old, I promise you. That mind is working strong.
By the time your girlfriend returns from shopping, she tells you to leave. She cannot stand hearing kids cry. It really puts her on edge.
What a
You are
bitch.
trying so hard to clean up her kitchen, but she wants you and him gone. She doesn't like kids, but she gave you a chance. And yeah, very unfortunate. But here's what would have happened if you had just decided to walk out. Just walk out with the kid.
That's what I wanted to do.
It says just go.
But
So,
it's not
you-
so easy these days.
So if you had picked that option, it says you pick up the boy and walk out to your car. When you sit down behind the wheel, you text your girlfriend and confess what happened. You apologize for the mess your son made and tell her you will clean the kitchen once you get back from dropping him off at his mother's. She won't be happy to hear this, but she would be more unhappy to hear your son crying. So so yeah, that would have been the better option. Just remove the son. Just take him back to his mom, because this is not, he doesn't need to be here right now. Right? Right, mister? So the last one, the last option of a place you could have picked, and we'll be done with this soon, is the boat. If you chose to pick the location as being in the boat. Here's what it says. This was your last resort and your best bet by far. You're going through one of the toughest turning points in your life, and all you know is that if you didn't get in the boat, you were likely going to do something regrettable. There is absolutely no one you can trust anymore. Everyone you thought loved you turned on you in the past week, and now you're feeling mighty crazy. But do you take some time to isolate and recharge, or do you let your impulses get the better of you? So now, mister, you We'd have to pick a number. Pick 3 numbers between 1 through 6. 3 numbers.
4, 5, and 2.
So 1, 5, and 2 is go to the dark side.
4, 5, and 2.
I know that. But isolate is 3, 4, and 6. Go to the dark side is 1, 5, and 2. And you picked 5 and 2. So that outweighs the other. So you're going to the dark side.
It's your game, baby.
That's it. You're going to. So let's find out.
I still got to tune out this piano before this episode ends. I still got a ditty to do. You know how this show works.
I know that. Okay, so let me hurry up here. You had to be out there in that boat for probably 30 minutes, stuck in such a deep pit of despair that you impulsively eyed the pistol set beside your feet. When you reach for it, and when you stick the barrel in your mouth, you quickly find out there are no bullets left in it. There was only 1 bullet in the chamber 36 hours ago, but you forgot you already fired it. You throw the pistol down and scream. If you get back to land, you're going to start looking for every last person who betrayed you, and they're going to pay greatly for all the wrongs they've committed against you. So that might not have been the best choice.
No, the thing that bothers me the most is that actually happened.
Really?
No.
Are you fucking kidding me?
In my youth, I got so fed up, man. I was in probably one of the darkest moments of my life,
Really?
and I put a pistol in my head and it jammed.
Wow.
And I stared at myself in the mirror, and I've never been the same.
Wow.
But that's when I knew.
Mm.
That's when I knew, like, I would never do that. Like I meant for something.
Right.
Because I really did.
Mm-hmm.
I put that fucking shit right to my fucking temple, and I tried to blow my brains out, and that fucking 9mm jammed.
Mm-hmm.
And it was my father's gun, I knew where he hit it.
Yeah.
And then he'd take it out of the yard, they'll shoot clean every day, but that bullet didn't go off that day.
No.
And that's forever a sign that I won't stop for nothing.
No.
I would never stop for nothing. Because I never felt that feeling.
Mm-hmm.
Where you leave yourself, but then you don't go nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
And I would never do that again.
No.
Because
no.
that was a sign to me, like,
yeah.
you know, I'm needed.
Right. That's right.
I gotta serve a purpose of some kind.
Okay.
Even if it means fucking shit up and burning houses down, I'll do that shit.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's what it says here because.
But I got mad rhymes to go along with it. I could write,
because,
but when you arrest me, I got a beautiful rhyme to go along with it.
It didn't work. That gun didn't go off because all shots were fired.
But I got poetry to go with it, and I got the people going hoorah, hoorah. Go fuck your mother.
It says if you make it back to land, every last person who betrayed you is going to pay greatly for what they did.
They sure
so
will.
There you go. And
I make sure of that because I keep a check.
Right.
I got everyone in my fucking. I got a list.
If you.
Let me tell you, I got a list.
Okay, honey. All right. Well, we don't want to hear about the list.
And I will. I just
okay,
scratch
but we
them
don't
off
need
one by one.
All right. Well, honey. All right. Now it says. Now, if you had decided to isolate instead, it says here, it's time to clear your mind of all the junk. By isolating out on the lake, you could finally breathe for a change. The truth is, the people you held close to you are only using you for intelligence. They're using you to further their own agenda. And that is why.
Shit, I already know.
And that is why you had to run away. If you don't move now, you will die in this place. That's what
I said. We got to keep moving. That's what I said. You know, as
so
much as I'm scared, man, we're gonna do that comedy show in a month.
So that's it. That's the game.
You know, like we're moving, we're doing things.
Do you have a song? Do you have a piano piece? Because we're at over an hour. Over an hour and 9 minutes.
What do you want? Guitar, piano piece? What do you want?
Whatever you're most comfortable with. Whatever you want to do. Whatever you want to do. But yeah, that was wild. That was a wild game. It got intense. I told you. I told you it would. David Grant.
Yes, come closer. Come right up this way.
Jennifer, you got her painting coming.
Yeah.
Hope you know it.
She's
Because
got
you
the
got
painting.
what it takes.
Yeah. She's got the painting. And there will be more.
Yeah.
There will be more.
Yeah, these are the white sheets, but Jennifer, you got one on the way, baby. We love you.
Hell yeah. And we have magazines on the way too.
Yeah, the magazines
We
are
do.
coming out. We pretty much got them done.
Yes, we do.
They coming out in bulk, but
I am waiting
we've been waiting on the tricolor.
I'm waiting on that ink, and I'm so close to finishing. I literally only have like 2 pages left to do
almost done.
for the last 4 magazines, and I just need that ink. So
if it don't come, like they're gonna be out.
I printed so many.
Yeah, I know. we
Yeah,
the magazines.
so
are
many.
coming.
Within 2 days, I did so
But we
much.
still got a week. But
All
they
right.
keep sending us black ink.
Yeah.
And we even need the
Yeah, they
tricolor.
doubled up on the black ink, and I'm like, I need the tricolor.
But if it
need
don't
it.
come by Monday or Tuesday,
Right.
I'll talk to somebody.
Well, tune in next week, bitches.
I love you.
Bitches.